I think I'm getting land sick. I haven't caught a fish in 2 days. It feels like I'm falling apart.
Could you please describe what you see in the following images for me?
That's a snapper.
And this?
That's a bass. Looks like a can of ADOS. That's a kawai. That's a Mercury Verado. It looks like a Stabicraft 2400.
Okay, Nicky, try this ADOS adhesive. This will help you hold it all together.
ADOS, proud sponsors of ADOS Addicted to Fishing.
I'm Nicky Sinden, and since I could hold a handline, I have been addicted to fishing. Whether it's straight lining for snapper, jigging for kingfish, dropping deep for harpooker, or jumping in and going spearfishing, I love it all. Join me each week as I road trip around the country, travelling to both New Zealand's most iconic fishing destinations and stepping off the beaten track to show just how good Kiwi fishing really is. Whether it's a girls' trip, fishing with a local, or riding solo, I am on a constant quest to satisfy my insatiable fishing addiction. Welcome to ADOS Addicted to Fishing. I'm really excited to announce that our guest this week is none other than Nathan Adams.
I've been fishing since I was old enough to hold a fishing rod, I'd say. Dad built a boat and he had it before I was born. And pretty much as soon as I could hold a fishing rod, I was catching blue cod and cook straight off Island Bay. Caught my first harpooker while I was blue cod fishing before I even started school. I was, like everyone, had my favourite lures, but the favourite lure of all was a mate of mine's lure, and it was an old Hawaiian lure. No, it hadn't been made for a long time. And we caught 50% of all our fish on it. And we tried to get other people to make it, and it wasn't the same. It didn't work, didn't catch fish. So I decided I would have to try and make them myself. And so after a lot of homework and everything, I started making marlin lures. The first ones I made weren't like the ones I make now, but we started towing them. We caught lots and lots of fish on them. These days, they've got so popular that I just struggle to keep up with demand. And the reason I don't have a website or anything is because, as it is, I can sell way more lures than I can make. So basically, anyone who wants to get hold of them, they get hold of me on Facebook and leave me a message and I'll ring them back. Nicky's been hassling me for about 2 years to take her sword fishing, and I'm pretty fussy. I don't take people sword fishing unless I can really trust them. But she's finally beaten me down, and I've decided I'm going to take her because she's promised me she won't tell anyone anything. And the place I'm planning to go, I've never even sword fished before, so hopefully we will catch one, but I'll have to sound it out and do a lot of homework when we're out there. And we've got a bit of travelling to do too by boat, so it's a big ask, but hopefully we'll get one.
All right, so we've got lines in the water. So we're fishing. We've come all the way out here and we're finally sword fishing. Now these swordfish, they're pretty incredible creatures. They actually have the ability to go from 600-700 metres all the way and breach the surface of the water. Their bodies are able to go up and down. I think it's 2 degrees in temperature, up or down, just like that. So a lot of fish can't do that, but these swords are pretty special. And you know a lot about swords, don't you?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah, a bit about catching them.
Yeah?
Not maybe so much about their anatomy, but I think it's their brain they can change the temperature on. But anyway, yeah, no, I've caught a couple.
Caught a couple.
Caught a couple.
If you just want to take that number couple and times it by maybe 30, you're probably a little bit closer to the amount of swords that this guy's actually come close to.
Yep.
What was it, 7 at the Nationals this year?
Yeah. The crew nominated me as the angler this year because I normally sit on the wheel and do the easy stuff, but I had to do the hard work this year.
Yeah.
We got 5 the first day and didn't get the tag in 1. So it was 4, and then we got 3 the next day and a half day, and then we went home and went marlin fishing. But it was good enough. 7 in a day and a half was good enough.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
This guy, so word on the street is that you often go out sword fishing and you've caught more swords than you have days spent on the water fishing for them.
Yeah. And it's easy if you go to spots you know. You can do that easy, but I've been going to a lot of different spots and trying to suss out new ground because I hate getting harassed when I'm fishing by other boats and stuff. So, the more pressure, the harder they are to catch. So I like to find my own new spots and so
and then you guard them with your life.
I do. Yep. Probably a bit over the top, people would say, but still.
Hey,
Put the effort into finding a spot, then you want to
protect
reap
it.
the rewards and keep it to yourself, yeah.
Absolutely. Just so that you guys know at home, we got blindfolded on the way out here. He's actually deleting all marks off the sounder, and he's got one of those machines to go over our eyes from Men in Black. So
whatever.
all of this is going to be deleted from our memories. So we won't be coming back to this spot in a hurry.
Yeah.
All right, come on, Swordfish. We're ready for you now.
Is he there?
Yeah, he's pulling in.
Okay, just push the drag up and crank like hell.
Okay.
Don't stop till it's...
3, 2, 1.
Okay, drive forward, Dave. Drive forward.
Yeah, he's well
Go for
hooked.
it. Yep. It's on there?
Yeah. Probably time to lose the jumper.
Just keep the weight on it.
Yeah.
Hopefully it is what we're after. Look like it.
Woo! Hooked up. Stay tuned to see me battle with a broadbill swordfish. Here we are fishing for swords with the infamous Nathan Adams.
When I was first started marlin fishing, I read all the books and that. The one fish that I wanted to catch above all else was one of those Pacific bluefin tunas. 2012 was a good year for us. Prior to the Nationals, fished the week before the Nationals, and we caught at least one stripey every day, sometimes 2 or 3, and got a little bit bored with it. Talking to someone from up north said they'd seen a big black marlin at the shallow patch, and so we thought we'll go there and target the black marlin. Got the hit and had no idea what it was. It fought like a blue marlin and then died and went to the bottom, and we winched it up, and it was a bluefin tuna, Pacific bluefin tuna, which I hadn't caught before, believe it or not. So I had no idea how big it was, and then we had to tow it into Hohora. We hung it up, and it was 335, which was well over the world record, the 37 kilo world record and the all tackle world record. Okay, just push the drag up and crank like hell, and don't stop.
Yeah. Probably time to lose the jumper. So we've been playing the waiting game for most of today. And 3 o'clock, boom, fight time.
See how easy it is on the leader. I want to try and make it easier for you by getting it quick if we can. Be a sword. Be a sword, we deserve one. We've waited long enough.
Line seems to be going out.
Yeah, just watch that line, and if it goes out on a big angle, then have a look out ready for the jump.
Yeah, ready for the jump fix.
All you got to do is just hang on if it tries to run or something.
Oh, yeah.
Shaking its head.
Yep, shaking his head.
Likely to poke its head out. Oh no.
At least it's coming up.
I think it might be gone. Oh Devastating. Unbelievable.
So close yet so far. We hooked up, played it, got it just probably 50 metres from the boat and then spat the hook. Gutted. Oh, well, that's fishing.
There's a good chance we'll get another one before, 5 o'clock or something, so.
Right, so we've just had another drop. And Nathan reckons it's going to be quite likely that we get another one in the next half an hour, so we can only but try. What do you reckon, Nathan?
Well, I'm hoping they've just come on the bite. We've waited long enough and
Yeah,
it's
we
quite
have.
often the way. Quite often you can sit there all day and get nothing and then you'll get them one after the other, so. Hopefully, for our sake, we've come a long way and we want to get one.
We have. It took us 2 hours to get here this morning. Not keen to go home without coming face to face with a sword, so.
My arms laid host to your heart.
Yeah, that's a bite. I'll wait to put the gimbal and harness on. I don't want to jinx it.
Just wondering if I should hit it. I don't really want it to swallow it too much. I'd rather get them in the mouth if we can. Just going to be sort of like...
We've actually got a sword biting right now. We can see the really aggressive nods. They swim past, they whack it with their sword, then they come back round and have another go at it. Bit of a cat and mouse game, isn't it?
It is. You wouldn't think such a big fish would do such pitiful little bites sometimes, but they're pretty subtle.
It's like
a lot
an
of the time.
elephant eating a peanut.
Getting a bit aggressive there, he's going to run with that in a sec. Keep the weight on that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to drive forward and try and really set that hook.
Bring it on! Tackle tips and tactics, brought to you by Smart Marine. Looking at the anatomy of a broadbill swordfish, one of the first things that you may notice is how large their eyes are. The reason that they have such big eyes is because they need to be able to effectively see way down at the depths. So what we want to do is we want to light up our rig so that they can come over and find the prey easily. Now, I like to use these diamond eyes, which you can get from your local Smart Marine store or online at www.smartmarine.co.nz. For all your fishing needs, head on down to your local Smart Marine store. Stay right where you are to see if we can land one of the hardest fighting fish in the ocean. So we're out here on the west coast fishing for broadbill swordfish. We just dropped one, but we've hooked up to another one and we're mid-battle. I'm stoked to be fishing with none other than the man himself, Mr. Nathan Adams.
Caught my first marlin about 23 years ago and went out a few times prior to that, but like most people, we were into snapper fishing and then catching poker and stuff like that, and then just progressed to marlin fishing, and that became an obsession, and now I sort of don't do much snapper fishing or anything at all. It's just game fishing, marlin, tuna, swordfish. I've done it the hard way and learnt everything myself, especially with the game fishing. I can recommend that you go and talk to people who know, because you save yourself years of time wasting and stuff like that. Feel like it's still on there?
Yeah. So Nathan, you've done quite a bit of sword fishing on the east and west coast, haven't you?
Yep, more so on the east coast, but
How do you find that the behaviour of the swordfish differs?
not really. They seem to be exactly the same either side.
Other side. Oh, we got some head shakes happening. Check out the tip of that rod.
Just make sure you got your balance, because I'm unfamiliar with this throttle and we're likely to roar backwards all of a sudden and stuff, so just be careful.
It's taking line. Watch this. Watch this. Woo! She's peeling line. Bring it on. He's peeling line and we're almost at sunset.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, come have a look.
No, you got a fair way to sunset, but that's all right. You got a decent bend in the rod. Just do what you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
Just the most drag that you can handle is what we want to use.
Just go straight down. So as you can see, there's a fair bit of weight on there. What we've done is we've just thrown it into granny gear. Woo! Do you want me to see if I can do more drag?
It's up to you. Looks like you're winning with the amount of drag you got. What I tend to do is just put my hand on the spool to hold it. Just not too hard, but if you know what I mean, like just for a bit of extra drag, and then if you let go, you're all right, you don't get pulled in.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Just keep your hand on there, and every time he gives you an inch, you take it, and he'll give up eventually. Felt the burn now, so it's trying something different to try and get away. Just come to the top.
Can't be too much further away.
I can see it down there, I can see a sword.
There he is! Woohoo! Tag it.
Line attached to it. I think someone's lost this fish before. You just back the drag off on that rod.
It is.
Pull that trace and everything out the way and take it over there. Get up on there, just take a rack on there. Hold on to that.
Yep.
I've got to be real careful. Right, just lower it down into the water.
Woohoo! We got him. We finally got him. What a beautiful fish. And as you can see, we've just thrown a tag in him, and we're ready to send him back down on his way. All right. So we're gonna let him go. 3, 2, 1. What a day. That is, I actually can't just believe that we just tagged a swordfish.
Yeah, wicked, eh?
That is amazing. It's just another day for Bod. Ain't no thing.
Well, it would be if we weren't in a new spot that we've never fished before and on the west coast, and
Yeah.
it was putting the heat on. It was putting the heat on. Having
Yeah.
to find a spot in an area where I had no
There's a bit of a
decent info.
patch on your back where the monkeys come off, Bod.
It's only taken a few hours. It hasn't taken a week.
No,
One
this is
day.
actually one day. It's only taken us one day to do this episode, and brand new spot, launch somewhere off the west coast, and boom, here we are. And it's what, 4 o'clock, and we've wham bam, thank you, man. Anyway, thank you for coming out, Bodge, and sharing all of your amazing wisdom.
Yep.
2 years it's taken me to get this guy.
I'm shy.
He's very shy. He even said to me before, he goes, I don't know what I'm doing out here, Nicky. I don't know how you convinced me of this, but
No, I don't know either.
Uncle Bodge came out, showed us how it's done. Wicked. And thank you for tuning in to ADOS Addicted to Fishing. We'll see you next week. Gear, Care and Catch, brought to you by Trade Zone. It's been a fantastic broadbill season so far. So to celebrate that, I thought I'd share with you a delicious way to eat your broadbill. Now, what we've done is we've had some broadbill steaks cooking away for about 4 hours in our smoker from Barbecues and More. And today I'm going to show you how to turn that into a tasty, delicious pate. So we've just taken our broadbill out of the smoker. Just to let you know, before we put it in, we wanted to give it a bit of extra delicious flavour. So what we did was we put a bit of this maple sugar cure. This is a smoker's best friend, and a little bit of maple syrup as well. So after we've done that, we're then going to tear apart our delicious smoked broadbill, and we're going to put it into a bowl. And we're going to add a couple of really simple ingredients to enhance the flavour. We're going to put some cream cheese, half an onion all chopped up, and then we're going to put this into the blender to really process it into a really nice, smooth pate. Then we put this in the fridge for probably about an hour, so you really want it to start to set. From there, we're going to roll the pate into a long, thin tube, and then we're going to roll it around in some of these. Now, I've just finely toasted some sesame seeds, and this is the end product. Trust me, this isn't going to stick around long when you get your friends around and you try it. It is delicious. For all your engineering needs, head in store or order online at www.tradezone.co.nz. Check out the ADOS Addicted to Fishing YouTube channel to catch all of our previous episodes. And don't forget to head over to our Facebook page for competitions, news, reviews and updates. ADOS Addicted to Fishing adventures in confidence in our Stabbycraft, which is powered by our Mercury Marine, and we tow it around with our Ford Ranger. Smart Marines supply us with our Shimano tackle, and we find the best fishing spots with our Furuno. We cook our catch thanks to Barbecues and More, and clean up using Bosch hot water products, supplied by our local Chester's Plumbing Store. We're reaching new heights with total access. We keep up to date with New Zealand Fishing News magazine, and it all sticks together thanks to ADOS.